So Hurricane Helene is bearing down on the coast of Florida. I think we've just got here in South Florida a lot of bands and rain. Right now it's about 100 miles um, away from hitting just below Tallahassee. So I want to make sure Floridians that have had damage or will have damage understand some things with regards to this hurricane. And more so, not 10 steps you really need to do, just 10 steps you need to protect yourself from a variety of different entities out there. So this will be a pretty quick video, but take note. So real quick, my name is Mike Keeler. I'm a licensed public adjuster here in Florida. If you have any questions on this hurricane claim or you need help with something, please feel free to contact me. Here's how you can get a hold of me. Okay, so here are a few things that you can do and what to look out for. Number one, or I should say number 10, you want to call somebody. As we learned from Hurricane Ian, these insurance companies are not going to pay. So you're going to want to make sure you have somebody who represents you, right? Right now, you have a lot of public adjusters in Florida. Number 9, don't sign with a public adjuster or an attorney or their representative that come to your door or advertise in your area. You're going to see a lot of bulletin boards, a lot of these big billboards, a lot of signs. Attorneys love to start throwing money into certain areas. We're going to talk about the attorneys later. Number 8, be very leery. As we learned from Hurricane Ian, all these contractors coming from outside of Florida are going to be pouring into Florida. Be very careful with them, their contracts. A lot of people got burned from Hurricane Ian. Number 7, attorney fees are no longer paid for by the insurance company. They will be taken out of your settlement. All right? Let me repeat that again. They are no longer paid for. You cannot sign up with an attorney right off the bat. Their fees will be taken out of your settlement. Obviously, number 6, you want to take photos of as much as you possibly can if you're either there or as soon as you come back. Number 5, water mitigation companies can and will come after you and put a lien on your house now if not paid right away by the insurance company. A lot of them were giving people during Hurricane Ian a hard time. A lot of them said no more. We're going to put lien on people's houses because the insurance companies weren't paying them. It wasn't their fault. So now they're going to protect themselves. So be very careful on the water mitigation or mold remediation companies you sign up with. And just know they may come after you and probably will put a lien on your house. Okay, do not sign any contract with roofers where they say they will go ahead and try to get a roof for you and you have to sign over your rights to them. Many issues with that, namely also the fact that they can no longer and are no longer supposed to be doing that. They can get into some big trouble. You don't want anything to do with that. It's okay if you choose a roofer once you get your money, who cares? But don't sign a contract initially. You're going to run into some issues. Number 3, do not do any repairs of significance until the insurance company inspects the property. You could do minor stuff if you have to prop up your fence or put a tarp on your roof. Number 2, if you have a flood, things can get tricky. So you want to make sure you have a public adjuster to help. And then to parlay that, number 1, if you have flood and wind damage, the homeowners part that has the wind portion is going to try and say, no, we're not going to pay you anything, that this was all done from flood. So that's why it's important to have a public adjuster for both the wind and flood part. As we saw from Hurricane Ian, there was a lot of problems when this developed because it was basically the wind part was not willing to pay anything on what the flood part handled. And when I have this get help, it's mostly because of this. When you have the flood and wind, it becomes a very tricky situation. So let's wrap this up. Insurance companies are going to drag their feet paying you. Know this. You understand this. I am telling you this. Okay? We learned from Ian on how insurance companies now are changing their dynamics and structure of paying people. They're not. They're going to make you wait and wait and wait. Probably have to file a lawsuit, right? They were absolutely terrible with Hurricane Ian. Be careful of contractors, public adjusters, water mitigation companies, attorneys and or their representatives that come to your door. I would advise do not sign with any of these people. Choose your own contractors or water mitigation or public adjuster. There's many people that at this time, when you're in need, they're looking to take advantage of you. And then the last point is about tarping your roof. People taking advantage of you. I just talked about this during Hurricane Ian. This is a very popular technique. Okay? They're probably going to be coming to your home, want to put tarp on. All you have to do is sign their contract. And then you're going to find out they're going to be billing the insurance company $5, $6, $7, $8,000. So just be careful with all these folks. Hopefully everybody's safe. I hope there's not a lot of damage, but it looks like it might get pretty bad out there. My name's Mike Keeler with the Claim Squad Public Adjusters. If you need any help with this type of situation or questions on this hurricane claim, feel free to call me even if you're in other states, because this thing's going to keep on going up north.